Now, the fourth in our series of Centennial videos, Growth and Expansion.
For 100 years, Lions have combined their desire to serve with strategic expansion around the globe, making Lions Clubs International the world's largest service club organization. Lions Clubs International was founded in 1917 with 800 members in 9 U.S. states. Lions appealed to businessmen who wanted to network and serve their communities.
The standard embraced in the principles of Lionism attracts men of the finest caliber who have the will to do and the means with which to build.
Many clubs, including the Denver Club, grew quickly. It began with 53 members in 1917. 2 years later, membership climbed to 200. Melvin Jones dispatched field reps to focus on forming new clubs. One of the most successful reps was G.M. Cunningham. He organized nearly 100 clubs in just a few years. By 1920, Lions expanded to 23 U.S. states and became international, with the Border Cities Lions Club in Windsor, Canada. 4 years later, membership grew from 6,400 to 36,000 and reached all 48 U.S. states. The first club launched outside North America was in Tianjin, China in 1926. Theodore Semang, an American practicing law in China, organized the club with the help of businessmen from China, Europe, the U.S., and Japan. In 1927, Lions established the Nuevo Laredo Lions Club in Mexico and a club in Havana, Cuba. At the 14th International Convention in 1930, International President Ray Riley called for
an aggressive campaign in foreign extension so that Lionism may have the stimulation of world contact.
Early on, several famous people were recruited to spread the word about Lions. Admiral Richard E. Byrd Jr., a member in Washington, D.C., publicized Lions on his trips to the North and South Pole in the late 1920s.
We carried the Lions flag with us to the top of the world and felt it the greatest possible honor to do so.
Later, another famous aviator and an honorary Lion, Amelia Earhart, became the first person to fly nonstop from Los Angeles to Mexico City, where Lions were holding their international convention. She congratulated the organization on
doing its full share toward the furtherance of the spirit of Lionism and international relationships.
Despite the Great Depression, Lions continued to cross borders, with new clubs in Latin America throughout the 1930s and into the 40s.
We're developing at the rate of about a club a day. You'll find them in some phase of activity for the community, state, and nation.
After World War II, Lions crossed oceans and political divides.
The Lions had the high ideals that could appeal to a group of young men just returning from the battlefronts with a worldwide vision. A group of young men active, energetic, enthusiastic, the doers of the earth.
In 1947, Lions expanded beyond their wildest dreams, becoming the world's largest service club organization. New clubs were chartered in Australia, Europe, and Asia. By 1950, there were more than 400,000 members in 31 countries.
Lionism is a tremendous force. As Lions, we are all going far beyond our political boundaries, building up a brotherhood among the citizens of our several countries.
Lions chartered clubs in South America, Europe, Africa, the Middle East, and South Asia in the early 1950s. President Edgar M. Elbert called it the beginning of the glory years. By 1957, Lions reached all 7 continents with the launch of a club of scientists at a research station in Antarctica.
Our association now has clubs in 91 countries or geographic areas of the free world.
Lions in Pennsylvania organized the first Leo Club at Abington High School in 1957. Within 10 years, Leo Clubs became an international program, offering youth the opportunity to serve and develop leadership skills.
To me, it was the only service organization at school that I really wanted to be in because it was the only one that did anything that I really thought I'd like to do.
Birgitta Akestam, a Leo in Sweden in 1972, dreamed of becoming a Lion, but she couldn't because she was a woman. At the state convention that year, her father Sten asked the question,
why couldn't we allow our women into our clubs? It took a long time.
È stato anche molto piacevole, anche con soddisfazione, perché abbiamo incontrato anche Lions maschi che ci hanno, come si può dire, confortato e che ci hanno stimato, quindi hanno capito il nostro lavoro.
At the 1986 International Convention, the vote to allow women fell just short of the required two-thirds majority. The following year saw a landmark U.S. Supreme Court decision.
A sweeping anti-discrimination ruling was handed down today.
The court ruled on a suit with another organization that women must be allowed to join such clubs. Lions in the U.S. quickly moved to welcome women as members.
We feel that it's certainly time for service club organizations in the United States and indeed the world to open up to women.
A few months later, International President Sten Akestam presided over the International Convention in Taipei, where Lions voted to open membership to women around the world.
There was a great roar in the convention hall.
I hereby accept membership in the Lakeview Lions Club.
Soon, women became the fastest growing group in the association. From the 1980s into the 90s, Lions chartered clubs in 36 new countries. A partnership between China Disabled Persons Federation and Sight First opened the door for Lions clubs to be the first service club organization in China.
Lions are able to get in is because we've been working so hard to help the people over there.
In 2002, Lions chartered clubs on the Chinese mainland. They've embraced the opportunity to serve. The 21st century has seen growth through specialized clubs.
Our campus club is rapidly growing. Our goal is to get over 100 members.
On campuses, in families, and in the workplace.
We are Lions from Fort Belvoir, Virginia. Hoorah!
Today, Lions Clubs International remains the world's largest service club organization, with more than 1.4 million members in more than 200 countries. Yeah! Lions continue to grow and meet the changing needs of communities and the world as they move forward into their second century of service.
Yes.